Performance Management and Reward Systems was this week's readings for Chapter 1. I am JosephDarone and I will be presenting this information for you. So here's the introduction. Performance Management Systems, or PM systems, and reward systems are implemented in many organizations worldwide. These systems are unique to the organization and the country in which they are used in. Performance management systems are a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing the performance of the employees and aligning them with the goals of the organization. Reward systems, they are the set of mechanisms for distributing both tangible and intangible returns as a part of an employment relationship. Here are the key points in which this presentation will cover. This presentation will cover the aims and roles of a performance management system, the characteristics of an ideal performance management system, the advantages of a well-implemented performance management system, the disadvantages of a poorly implemented management system, and it will cover reward systems. The aims and roles of performance management systems. There are 6 major purposes. There's strategic, administrative, informational, developmental, organizational, maintenance, and documentational. Strategic is there to provide and achieve strategic business objectives. So they're linking goals of employees and the business objectives together. Administrative is there to furnish valid and useful information for making administrative decisions. So this would be decisions for salary adjustments, promotions, and employee retentions. Informational provides information feedback on how employees are doing and provide information on what is expected. Then developmental is taking that feedback and coaching the employees to help him develop within the organization. Organizational maintenance focuses on workforce planning, which is like talent inventory, such as skills and abilities and promotional potential. And finally, you have documentational, which focuses on workforce planning. Now, these aims and roles are met through a certain amount of characteristics of an ideal personal management system. When these characteristics are met, it creates a great system. So some of the characteristics are strategic congruence, which is, do the goals match up with the organization? Then you have context congruence. Does it match the culture of the company? Is it thorough? Is it practical? If it's meaningful, if it's specific, does it identify effective or ineffective performance? So does it tell you if people are performing well or not? Is it reliable? Is it valid? Is it acceptable and fair? So employees believe that the rules and regulations are fair between the employees and management. Is it inclusive? Is everyone involved? Does it have openness? Is there secrets that are kept from different employees, or does everybody know what's going on? Can it be corrected? So if there's a problem, can it be fixed, or can they fix it so the system works better? Is it standardized? Do employees get evaluated on a consistent basis, and if it's ethical? When all these characteristics are there in a system, there are many advantages. The advantages of a well-implemented personal management system varies. So motivation to perform is up, self-esteem, engagement, communication, relationships between employees and management, they're all increased. Goals and job criteria are clear, which makes employees more confident and knowledgeable for their positions. Um, the company can identify good and poor performers quicker and make adjustments so their organization works better. There is less misconduct between employees, which makes better protection against lawsuits. Now, when these characteristics aren't met, it creates a poorly implemented personal management system. And this creates disadvantages. Some of these disadvantages are increased turnover rate, lower self-esteem, decreased motivation, and job dissatisfaction, unclear rating systems. So these systems are unclear on how to evaluate performance. It creates biases and unfair standards, and it creates greater chances of lawsuits. So it's pretty much opposite of the advantages. The final key point are reward systems, and this is the set of mechanisms for distributing both tangible and intangible returns as a part of an employment relationship. So some of these rewards can be short-term incentives or long-term incentives. Income protection, which helps protect an employee's salary if they're sick. Work-life focus or work-life balance, which is flexible work schedules, vacation counseling, allowances. Can they get reimbursements for using their own vehicles? And relational returns, which are forming relationships. All of these key points help create an ideal performance management system. There are 6 purposes. They're strategic, administrative, informational, developmental, organizational, maintenance, and documentational. There are characteristics that help create an ideal performance management system. When these characteristics are met, there are great advantages. And when they are not met, a poor performance management system is created and there's many disadvantages. And as a part of performance management systems, there are reward systems that have a variety of different rewards, such as short-term incentives, long-term incentives, income protection, life work focus, allowances, and relational returns. This is why these systems are continuous, so they could continue to grow and develop. So here are the 2 questions for the discussion. All 15 characteristics should be presented in an ideal performance management system, but in reality this isn't possible. Which characteristics do you think are most important to have and why? The second question is about incentives. Incentives help motivate employees. How has God given us incentives to further our faith?